Good afternoon, everybody. This is Deepak Bhatt. I'm from TCS Hyderabad, and I would be talking to you about something called cost optimization of healthcare using Six Sigma methodology. Healthcare, as has been pointed out earlier by all the eminent speakers this morning, is one of the basic bare necessities of all human beings. So all of us expect it to be of a good quality and affordable. But from thinking from healthcare providers' perspective, they also face a lot of challenges like increasing infrastructure cost, increasing R&D cost, and all this cost is passed on to us by them, and hence the affordable healthcare doesn't become a reality for all of us. So what me and my colleague here wanted to do is to look at this existing process from a different perspective so we can make it more efficient and effective. We did this project for a leading healthcare provider in Hyderabad, and we were successful in doing this project. We used Six Sigma methodology, which is a statistical approach. We collected data from the institution, analyzed the data, and we were able to come up with a plan where there was a cost saving done and even the quality improved. So how did we do that? We had a very high level look at the process. We identified all the bottlenecks, and out came a very lean and efficient model, which we are proud to say can be used by any healthcare institute based on their requirements. So to talk in more details about the models, call upon Nopal.
Good morning, everybody. So what we used like a 6 moment checkpoints or 6 moments of truth. A moment of truth is a point where a customer or patient interacts with the provider, maybe a hospital, maybe a clinic, maybe a doctor. So what we use like 6 checkpoints, starting from registration, SOP, that is subjective, objective, assessment plan, and discharge. So we try to figure out the bottlenecks and the most optimized way of deployment of the available resources to get best out of the processes. These are like typical critical areas where a patient undergoes when he goes to a hospital or clinic. So what we have done like FMEA failure mode analysis to rank them on the basis of the severity. So for registration, name won't be a factor to decide on the dosage on a medicine. I may be Deepak, I may be opioid, but what will I get in the medication will be difficult on diagnosis. But it may depend on the age. There will be a different dosage system for a child versus an adult. So here, whatever you see in yellow are the most critical points or critical areas where a patient can falter and at very high risk. So in registration, I have 5, in objective I have 6, plan, assessment, discharge. So in total, we have figured out 28 most critical points. Out of these 28 critical points, when we get to the hospital and figure out the data, so what I'm saying in first row, that out of 2,000 patients, 10 patients falter to right age. If I go a bit bottom, I can read it here. 20 for next of kin details, 17 for emergency, 15 for the blood group. So when I say 15 for the blood group, 15 patients out of 2,000 patients wrote a wrong blood group or they didn't write it. So if the field was left blank, it was considered a defect. So summarizing the prior in this slide, what I can say that I have 5 in registration, 6 in subjective, discharge, assessment, plan, discharge, and process. So out of 2,000 patients, 28 opportunities of error, 2,028, like 56,000 possibilities of errors were there in the system. Out of 56,000, 288 defects or errors were found. On the basis of that, we figure out the process capability or a sigma value on each checkpoint and process. So, in the first line, we have sigma for each and every checkpoint from registration to discharge, and the sigma for 2.57 is the value for the process. So, what we are trying to do, I just want to see the impact of each checkpoint on the whole process. I don't want to invest money, effort, and energy on some point which doesn't have a valuable or enough impact on the process. So, if I see the first row, 2.49 and second row 2.73, so I can see the increment in the process in the last column from 2.57 to 2.61. But if I compare the third and fourth row, I have increased subjective to 3.14 and objective to 3.14, but the impact on the process is 2.64 and 2.59. So I can say that the effect of subjective or impact of subjective checkpoint is more than an objective. So by this, I just want to have a right combination that depending on the impact of each and every critical point or checkpoint on the whole process. The last two rows were among the most probable best practical combinations which we came. So we can say that when we increase our process capabilities of each checkpoint, we have 2.72 and 2.91 instead of 2.57. How do we increase process capability? It just did some iterations, reduce the number of defects by increasing the process capability. Here what I am trying to do, I am trying to see the investment. So what we have assumed, the $100 would be an amount which would be used in registration for 0.1 increase in the process capability, in $50 in subjective and so on. So if I see the first line, I have no investment and my process capability is 2.57. I made a $100 investment on registration, which increased my process capability for registration for 2.4 and 2.59 and a process 2.59. But if I see the second and third row, I have invested $100 in registration and $50 in subjective. The process is 2.59 both the cases. So if I have $100, I don't want to invest in registration. I would like to invest the whole $100 or $50 subjective because it will give me the same output. So what I'm trying to do, I have every hospital, every clinic would have limited number of resources and energy and money. So by this I can figure out the best combinations that how do I want to deploy the resources to get the best out of the system. In the last two rows, if you see, we have invested 2720 and 2740 last row, same amount $2,720, but we see a different output of the process, 2.78 and 2.81. So it will depend how do you want to put the money and where. Doing the same thing, now I'm talking about the impact, I'm talking about dollars, but what am I gaining? I just want to see that how much I'm gaining in terms of the money, in terms of the time. So putting the same investment which was in the prior slide, I am seeing that in the second row I was doing 17,770 minutes for the patient, which patient spending on a hospital or clinic. Going further down, it's getting reduced 17.2, 17.4, 17.2. In the last two rows, if I'm spending $2,720, I can reduce from 17,770 to 12,600, which is like a 30% reduction. So I want to see that what is the amount of resource do I have, where do I want to put it, and how much gain can I have. So what we have done in total, we figured out the critical areas by FMEA, we saw the effects, impact, and the money saved. Thank you.
8 minutes and 6 seconds.
Dr. Sia, Mr. Sia.